Welcome back to Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. Let's talk about sketches today. So, one of my absolute 100% all-time favorite sketches is by Jana Eubank. And this is my go-to sketch when I have a vertical and horizontal photo. This title kind of covers the space between the two opposing angles. And so this photo is my go-to when I have that situation, which I have today. And I got this sketch and a lot of my free sketches off of scrapbook.com. You can go to their gallery and get all of their free sketches. Now they updated the gallery recently. It's a little bit harder to navigate to the sketch specific. They do have example layouts, but that's different than a sketch. A sketch is typically just black and white or color in some cases, but very solid and plain, while a layout has all of those details, and it's kind of hard in my mind to distinguish between what the sketch of that layout was and how to translate that into my scrapbooking. So I really prefer sketches. However, I do scrapbook every once in a while when I find amazing layouts. So today we're going to be using this sketch and we're going to be documenting false spring. I live in the Midwest, and there's a Facebook group called Midwest versus everybody else. And we get fall, winter, fall, spring, winter, spring, according to that group. And we are really experiencing that here in the Midwest. This picture was taken on 2/8. While this picture was taken on 2/2. Like, really? There's snow on the ground, and I am wearing chacos in this one. Make up your mind already. Today it was 63 degrees. Holy crap. Talk about a false spring. A very false sense of security, thinking that, yes, the weather is finally getting warm. But in reality, it's gonna probably snow in the next couple days. Like, really? So what I did is I found a trend for my city, and I just printed this offline. And I'm gonna use this as my horizontal photo and this as my vertical photo. Taking a look at this sketch, I've got my block piece of paper here, and I specifically chose this piece of paper as a neutral. Okay, so in a lot of collections in spring and winter, this light blue color is represented. Now, in my opinion, this kind of looks like snow. I could absolutely flip this over, and that doesn't look like snow at all. That actually looks like more like spring, right? Fun, happy little circles. But I'm going to stick with this because this is flippin' February. It's supposed to be snowy. These are literally the only pictures that I got of my son in the snow this year. And I have this amazing snow-themed paper. So just like the sketch, I'm going to go ahead and mat my block. This block is 10 by 10. Okay, and then I found this summery, supposed to be summery, but it reminds me of spring, right? It's got flowers and it's got that blue in there. Okay, that blue and the yellow are important colors in this layout. So I'm going to plop this right about here. Okay, and then I'm taking this paper from Echo Park's I Love Winter line. Again, it brings in that blue and the red. That was important when I was thinking of colors. Okay, so this is where that lands. I am going to justify this down a little bit because I want this false spring title to plop right there. And so then I've got my 4x6 here and my 4x6 here. I'm going to shift everything down just a little bit. This measures 4x12 and this is 2x12, just so you guys have an idea of how big these measurements are. This sketch doesn't come with any measurements, so that's something that you have to keep in mind when you're looking at sketches, if you want measurements or not. In my case, I am just guesstimating. Okay, so then let's talk about photo placement. I love this sketch because it specifically tells you to put your journaling here. Well, I might as well follow the sketch. I can never remember where to put my journaling, so this is going to be where that lands. Now, isn't that just a fun base page? You get 3x3 photos plus a vertical and a horizontal photo. What a great, great sketch. The other thing I like about that is that your pattern paper is a predominant part of the sketch. And things like this sketch here, the pattern paper is not predominant. You use bits and pieces. This is a great sketch for scraps, right? This is a great sketch if you have 12x12 papers, which I have a lot of. Okay, so already getting that feeling of winter plus spring vibe going on. And I'm going to emphasize that with the embellishments that I chose to do. So I got a new die, well, new to me, from Tim Holtz, and it's this snowflake wreath. Well, perfect. We're talking about winter and we're talking about spring, so why not use a wreath? So I cut this out of some white glitter cardstock, and I'm going to pop, just like it says here, one right here, making sure you can see that it's a snowflake, and then one right here. Now I am adjusting where this specific cluster is because I don't want to cover the grass. I don't know, it was a weird spot, so I want to cover this spot right here. Then from the I Love Winter sticker sheet, I have this thermometer. Perfect. My journal talks about how it is warm and cold and warm and cold and all those fun things. So that's going to plop right there. To finish off this cluster, I'm going to bring in a little bit of spring by adding this bouquet of pink flowers. I mean, talking about temperature, looking at snow, and I pulled that from the I Love Easter Echo Park sticker sheet. Beautiful, right? Okay, so let's move back to this cluster right over here. I need to bring in some of this red. The red is a new color, so I've got this cute little ladybug that's going to plop right there to cover up that kind of dead space in my journaling. Cool. Now I need to bring some yellow down, and I'm going to get that yellow across the whole page by using some photo corners. Now, these photo corners were originally white. I was able to use my alcohol markers to color it the color that I needed. This color, lemon yellow, matches those stickers perfectly. Dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. Okay, so then let's talk about this cluster right up here. I'm going to add photo corners on all four corners. I'm not a huge fan when you just have it on one section. So there's the yellow in all four corners, all across the layout, right? Then I'm going to add some spring elements. Winter is predominant down here, but we need to bring in some spring. So these die cuts are from Bella Boulevard, and they are just perfect, I think. I love them. They are my new favorite find, and I'm going to show you what those are. there's these bits and pieces, they're bright. And you get 95 die cuts. And I mean, it was marked at $7.99, which is a lot, but I got it for $4, which is a really good deal. But they're just kind of basic shapes, and I love them. I think I could probably get away with using dies to get the same thing, but I would rather use die cuts than dies. Just something I've learned about myself. It is hard for me to pull out dies unless I have a specific idea. And this was my specific idea in this case. Okay, so those look really cute, but flowers need some leaves. So we're gonna pull some leaves exactly from that die cut pack. And I need to shift this down, I think, just because I want this up. Just like that. Maybe scoot it over a little bit. This one down pointing toward my photo, and then this one pointing out this way. Okay. Now, the one thing I don't like about these is the middle. I feel like I need to fill the middle. So I found these cute little button brads that are the perfect size. They're fun spring colors. So I'm going to add those to this, and I'll adhere them with normal ATG adhesive, and then poke the holes and put the brads in. But wait, there's more. I don't have any winter stuff going on up there, and I want to bring forth this sparkly shiny stuff. So I have some punched out snowflake pieces that I'm going to add. So here's one right there, and there's one right there, and there is one right there. So placing them on top of my flowers and bringing in some of that gold glitter, not gold, white glitter. And the final piece of this puzzle color is red. I'm missing some red up here. So I found this word sticker, One Cold Day. Thought that was perfect because there was one cold day in February. And that is going to go right up here. Kind of nestled in those flowers. Look at that sketch. Isn't that fun? It really helps you to get the conundrum of horizontal and vertical photos. And you're able to add some details down here, and they have a perfect journaling spot. So I hoped you enjoyed this layout. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, I will post the products that I've mentioned down below so that you can get them for yourself if you're so inclined. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.